Hey, greetings everyone. It is Umber Rays, returning off of feeling pretty tired and everything. But here we are. We're here to talk about AP news and global news on the Wotv Weekly and what is in store for you. Find out more tonight at 6. No, I just wanted to say that. All right, so we have a brand new, we're going to start with the JP news, then we're going to get into the global news and kind of go from there. So first of all, new arena map. And as you can see on the bottom there, that water element means that the water element is getting a boost this time around. Okay, all right, water getting improvement. That must mean something, right? Well, it does. Dear viewer, here we have 2 new characters coming to the JP side. Not 1, but actually 2. And this kind of synergizes with what we're going to talk about with global. So first of all, I think the, now I don't think it's Liberca, because that is kind of, I'm very curious, globalers, please tell me what her name is in your version, because there ain't no resource that I can find that out that easily in the middle of recording. But I want to say this, like, Rebecca, I want to say, was her name. That would kind of be a logical name, but maybe not. So what are we looking at here? Well, fire elemental character, energist for the primary job, messenger, and white mage. I don't believe I got any of those wrong, but you never know. Not really too terribly much to say about this character. A lower cost character, he doesn't have a limit burst ever, so there isn't really too much to dig in here. I think that she's just going to be a solid fire selection quest character, but curiously, her master ability is not only the fire unit stuff, she also has slow resistance, as well as water killer and AP consumption down. So I'm curious, overall, this is definitely a character I'll just build for fun, because she's lower cost and easy to get the shards, and might just help selection quest a considerable amount. So yeah, happy to see a new energist coming to the, and like her design. As I believe she's part of the Hindra Nation. Hindra units never disappoint me with their designs. Never. And our second character is Shunaku, or Shukaku, sorry. Though I think it's Shunaku. Again, curious, globalers, you've probably seen him, and I'm curious what his global name is, but yeah, a new fencer type character, as well as Nightblade. And last but not least, looks like Thief, I do believe is that last one. Really tiny on my screen. Yeah, should be Thief. So first of all, initial notes about this character is that he is probably going to be a fairly evadey, speedy type character. Might have the triple slash ability, although it's not guaranteed and probably unlikely. If he did, that would be really, really great for him, because water slash is actually really strong. Has a lot of synergy with Farm, Astrius, and Titus. You know, there's a lot of potential synergy there. So yeah, overall, and he might have the steal time functionality, which would be really good for some PvE chaining challenges. So this character is one to keep an eye on, but coming off of 2 collaborations, a bunch of 100 cost characters, and a bunch of 100 cost high profile characters of Mashari and Glassy, I'm expecting this to be the lull character. This is the character where, you know, things have been riding too high, and now we get finally a little bit of a dip, which is good, because there just has been way too much stuff recently, and I think JP players, myself included, need a bit of a break. But I do want to talk about the importance of this character, especially if I can get my dang. So limit burst, resistance down for single attack on his limit burst that also deals 3 consecutive hits. So yeah, that's potentially important. I mean, it is a single target attack, so it's nothing to write home about, too much to write home about. It doesn't have an incredible range on anything, But a 3-turn single resistance down means you'll be effectively able to deal more damage quickly, and I mean 3 consecutive hits is a chaining ability, and if he has any more chaining abilities in his kit, through Nightblade or whatever, then he's going to be real good for PvE stuff. And other one, Rapid Cut, defense down after a 2 consecutive hits. So this guy looking to be a real chainy type character, which is good. Water could definitely benefit from that, but that's not the real thing that I think Water is going to benefit from this one. I don't know if we're going to see a raid the following month, or potentially a guild raid or guild battle or something like that. It does seem like we're gearing up for something like that with all the characters lately and giving people reasons to use them. But Water attribute attack up, his own attack up by 5, and range attack resistance by 10. Really bulk style, like taking damage more, which Fencer is not usually that class, and neither is Thief, and barely is Nightblade. So I'm not entirely sure what this character's role is. And until I see his kit, I'm not going to make any really big judgments on him one way or the other. But the one thing to note will be the vision card that comes the following week, because if you look at this, very slash, very chainy. So what are we expecting for a vision card? Well, Water has a ton of great vision cards already. So this might be the slash resistance penetration for Water Vision, for a Water Vision card. Slash resistance penetration, probably really important for, like, I've been running Water in Arena for a long time, and really lately Water has taken a bit of a drop in terms of its power with Astrius and Celeste combo. Even though it's still really good, it does lose a little bit of steam recently. So I'm imagining that this vision card and this character will be upping Water's damage capabilities, but we'll have to wait and see what the vision card is the following week, but I'm still am pretty excited for it. Other than that, training quest for the new lower cost character, will be doing it. Not much else to say about it, especially after this is done. So now, after the previous week with getting new Fire Vision card on the JP side, and now we're getting a new lower tier Fire character on that, let's talk about the global news, which is Ildira Sweetheart version. Heart Sparked by Love, which is just what I'm going to call her from now on. This character is very strong, and globalers, I know that this one is going to be not a priority, and I think that's totally fair. But I do want to make mentions of a couple of things. First of all, on the global side, she's not a limited time character. She is a permanent character, and that means she will be almost certainly in permanent character pools, both on major banners, and so you can get this character as an off banner, and you can get her potentially through a select ticket much easier than a 100 cost, because there have been historically more selection cost characters for 90 cost and 100 cost selection tickets. Whatever, man, I'm tired, it's been a long day. Anyway, Operative is her main job. I think I on the JP side was debating whether to call it Spy or whatever, but Operative is basically kind of the same thing. Strider and Ranger. This character is really good for a lot of different reasons. One, Limit Burst is just a big AoE, large damage, have CT, raises own CT, very nice little Limit Burst ability. 3-hit damage on an AoE with a chance of inflicting blind is pretty nasty for some units to come back from. And last but not least, Shadow Dance bestows barrier on self that reduces damage 3 times, raises its own agility, and until damage is taken, which is kind of a neat little boost effect. Kind of a tailwind boost effect from other games that I'm thinking of. But overall, this character is very, 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 very strong. And I know I've said that a lot about a lot of characters, but this character is just really strong. I don't think she's enough to potentially fix the fire element, even on global with different characters and whatnot, and water maybe being less prevalent. But I think that this character is really strong. Because she has a lot of things in her kit that you are looking for: high agility, high movement, high damage, AoEs, chaining. She can break barriers with her chaining. She can do a lot of different stuff. but you're probably looking more into the future where stronger vision cards come out to boost fire to really get the biggest advantage out of this character. So overall, I know people out there really love this character, and I'm going to say, by all means, she is powerful. Go ahead and enjoy, because you really will enjoy. And I've even lost pure water teams against pure fire teams with this character, and that might just be because, and sometimes that's just because of status effects and whatnot, but it does speak to how strong this character is and how strong this character is able to do damage, especially with her vision card coming out the following week, which I think is a nice little boost, but again, limited on the JP side, maybe not limited on global. It's hard to keep track of whether these things are limited or not for you guys, so please spare me a little bit of torture. But yeah, I think Ildira is a great little fire cost, 90 cost fire character with some real strength, and you know, with this vision card right below me, in the future she'll be even stronger. But as a not limited time character and so many banners and some high collaborations that I think the community's been waiting for, mostly everyone can just pass and just feel fairly safe. Buy some shards if you really want to get her later, and expect her to get her on as a off banner, because off banners happen a ton. And yeah, that's basically it. So anyway, I don't think there's too much else to talk about. JP, I'm just curious what future events we're kind of waiting for to hear about. And the two characters this week, do previews and reviews of them once they have been released and everything like that. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, found it entertaining to hear what's coming up next, and let me know what you think. Comments below. I will say this, I watched the Xbox conference, which is partially why I'm tired, because of the time zone differences and whatnot. There's some stuff there. No GoldenEye remake, though. I don't even know if I want a GoldenEye remake. I just think I want the idea. I just think I'm in love with the idea of a GoldenEye remake. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll be streaming later. Don't know what I'm streaming later? I'll be streaming something later. See ya.